We are live.
We're live, yes?
Yes.
Okay, everybody, thank you very much for joining today's webinar from the University of Birmingham. My name is Mark Pell from the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences, and I'd thank you very much for joining us to hear more about the university and some of our programs today. Today's presentation will be providing you an introduction to the University of Birmingham and some of the programs in the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences, specifically computer science and engineering related programs. So I'll be talking with you about undergraduate and postgraduate programs available in these fields, and also talking with you about the admission requirements, tuition fees, and also some information about the Dubai campus. That's a new venture for the University of Birmingham. And we offer computer science and mechanical engineering degrees in our Dubai campus too. So I will begin with a presentation which will last around 30 to 35 minutes, I suspect. And then following my presentation, we'll have plenty of time for question and answer sessions. So thank you once again for joining us. My name is Mark Pell, as I've mentioned, and my position in the university is International Recruitment Manager in the College of Engineering and Physical Sciences. So let me give you a brief introduction to the university and the city here. We have a fantastic Indian community here in Birmingham, in the city, and also the university. And our city has a fantastic reputation in India. We have lots of people who've came to Birmingham to live here from India for many, many years. And we'll talk a little bit more about our connections to India as we go along. And we've had many students join the University of Birmingham through our partnership with SI UK. And I'm sure that's why you're here today, to learn about making an application through one of our university partners. So here is the center of our campus, some of our famous red brick buildings. So if you hear the term red brick, that means a traditional British university with an old school look and feel, which you probably expect from many British universities. And here is the Chancellor's Court area with our Old Joe clock tower, our iconic freestanding clock tower here, which is actually the largest freestanding clock tower in the world. So you can see the university campus from wherever you are in the city. You'll never get lost because Old Joe always brings you home. The University of Birmingham is a leading UK and global university. So we have a fantastic reputation all around the world. And that includes our league table positions and also our research. So we're currently 87th in the 2021 QS World Rankings. So we are a top 100 global university. And we are also top 20 in all of the UK major league tables, including those you will know, such as the Times and the Guardian. So we have a fantastic reputation here. And we are a founding member of the Russell Group of universities. So I'm sure you will have heard of the Russell Group. But if you haven't, the Russell Group is the UK's equivalent of the Ivy League of universities here. So being a top 100 university means that a University of Birmingham degree is recognized throughout the world. So if you join us for a bachelor's degree, you have the opportunity to take a master's here at any of the leading universities like Oxford or Cambridge, um, or you can either transfer to the United States or Australia. And a University of Birmingham degree is recognized everywhere. And many of our students go to the top 10 universities for further study, but also our employment rates are fantastic. So if you're just coming here for a 1-year master's program, and you probably know about the post-study work visa, by being a Birmingham graduate, you really will be at the front end of candidates for work opportunities. And I mentioned our research as well, because we have some excellent research connections with India in the areas such as rail and energy and sustainability. We have fantastic research links with NRTI, also universities like Chitkara and Manipal and Amity. But you may notice the little gold, what looks like a gold coin on your screen. But that's the history of our Nobel Prize winning faculty and former students in Birmingham. And that the famous research that we've done here is from physics to medicine, Peace Prizes, and the fact that our academic staff have received Nobel Prizes for their research, I think shows the quality that we deliver here in Birmingham. So enough about the campus reputation. I think it's worth me talking about the campus itself and where you actually will be studying if you become a Birmingham student. So as you can see, we are in a beautiful green area of Birmingham. We are a campus-based university, which means everything you need is in one central walking distance location, including your teaching facilities, which you can see all around the campus area here. If you can see my mouse now, here is our university library. And the teaching and learning building has just been finished in this area here, next door. We have university accommodation circling the campus area. So we have the Vale Village, which is a beautiful lake accommodation, and I'll show you a picture of that shortly. The campus sports facilities you can see here, including the outdoor pitches for various different sports. And our sports centre, ring swimming baths and gym is in the bottom right here. And also the campus restaurants, Starbucks, Costa Coffee, everything is all in one location. So sometimes our students could stay for a whole month in the campus and not have to leave. And of course, at the busy times of the year, when you're doing your final assignments, it's really handy to have everything in one location. But we are very close to the city of Birmingham, then the city centre. So our campus is around 7 minutes away by the train, and we have a campus train station too. So actually some of our students live in the city centre because they want that city centre experience. And then they commute to the university for their studies. And that is absolutely okay. You can totally do that if you want to. And that's a really good city and campus experience available to you. And many of our students actually have part-time jobs in the city centre. So they prefer to live there and travel to the campus for their studies and campus social life. But we're constantly redeveloping our campus. Just a few things to highlight here, including our Green Hearts, which is the new campus centre that's recently opened middle of last year. So a beautiful outdoor space to sit with your friends. We have the very modern library I mentioned before and our sports centre. And also our new teaching and learning building, which just opened earlier this year. So just an image of our sports centre here for you. And before we talk a little bit more about the academic side of why we're here today, for those of you who are not too familiar with Birmingham, I'd just like to talk about where we are and what we're about, and what that can mean for you as a student, and sometimes more importantly, a graduate as well. Because I know many of you would be looking for work opportunities after completing a UK degree program. So we are in the centre of England, is Birmingham. And as I mentioned before, we are the second largest city in the UK. And we're bigger than Manchester, which many people do not realise. But because of our central location, travelling to London and Manchester is very easy. We're about 90 minutes from London by train, and around the same distance from Manchester as well. So the other major English cities are on your doorstep, and you can travel to the other Great British countries, Scotland and Wales, very, very easily as well. So we have an international airport here in Birmingham with direct flights to India. So getting to the city is nice and easy. And we also offer airport pickup in London as well, if you decide to fly to London. And Birmingham is a multicultural city as well. And I mentioned our history with people from India. And it's around 30% is from an ethnic minority population too. And some of the finest Indian food available in the UK is here in Birmingham, which is great for me because I absolutely love Indian food. But what's really important as well, say about graduation, around 40% of Birmingham students remain in the city after graduation. And I think that's really important because it shows how much opportunity there is here. And we have thousands of graduates every year from all over the UK and the world as well. And with the UK's new post-study work visa, there are going to be a lot more opportunities available for our international students. And by traveling to study in Birmingham, there's going to be a lot available here to you in the city centre and the wider Birmingham area too. I won't spend too much time here, but just if you would like to read in your own time, we have some Indian student profiles on our website. So you can learn more about what it's like to be perhaps an MSc or an MN student. So our students here, Sama and Pratik, if you would like to read their profiles and know more, then please do take a read. Just going to quickly shoot through some city now, in the city centre. So Birmingham Council House and the library here. And here is our city centre with the shopping area, the ball ring. And just a highlight of some of the facilities here that we have available. So hundreds of restaurants, nightlife, International sporting, we have Edgbaston Cricket Ground, about 10 minutes away from our campus, where India have played against England many, many times. And it's a multi-faith city, so we have temples, mosques, synagogues, churches, everything you would expect of a multicultural city. New Street train station in the city centre, and our Birmingham Metro facility, which gets you around nice and easy. And just some of our campus, our city centre images here. But what does that mean for you as a student then, the city of Birmingham? Well, Birmingham is officially a much more cost-effective city than some of the other major study cities, notably London, Edinburgh, and Manchester. So the cost of living here is much can be much cheaper. So in Birmingham, we can offer you catered accommodation, where you have your meals are provided on the university campus. We also offer self-catering accommodation, where you have a shared kitchen area, and you can cook with your flatmates together, or you can share food, which can save you a lot of money. And we also have a private house share as well. So if you want to live just outside of the campus in your own house with some friends, that can be a cheaper option to you. But accommodation is guaranteed for undergraduate international students if you apply for that before the end of July. Now, if you are intending to join Birmingham this year and you have not yet applied for accommodation, please look at that soon. And we'd like you to get your applications for accommodation in the next couple of days. But in University of Birmingham accommodation, you have your own bedroom and study area. You also have a shared kitchen, as I mentioned, which can save money on cooking, and is a nice community area to spend time with your flatmates. But what's really important, as I mentioned before, is how close this is to the campus centre. So you can walk to your lectures in no more than 10 minutes. It's really easy to get around. So it's safe, it's secure, it's easy, and it's very green, as you can see on my screen now. It's a beautiful place to live here. Okay, just before we move on to programs, I just want to share a short introduction to our Dubai campus for you. So the University of Birmingham, Dubai opened in 2017. And we're currently developing a huge new campus. And in the meantime, we are in our temporary campus, as you can see now. So the University of Birmingham, Dubai will be moving to our state-of-the-art modern campus in 2021. And this will be the home for 4,000 UAE and international students, with many faculties from engineering, computer science, and business. And the University of Birmingham, Dubai is a Birmingham-owned campus. It is not a franchise of the university. It's a university managed, and it's university faculty. So our UK faculty deliver the teaching here in Dubai. You would receive exactly the same degree as any other student from the UK campus. We have a wide range of scholarships available for our Dubai campus as well. Accommodation is available. Um, and I think for Indian students, of course, it's much closer to home as well. And I'm sure you're aware that there are many, many, many flights to all Indian cities from Dubai every day. So if you're looking for something closer to home, perhaps you have family in Dubai. I know that many Indian families do. So this is another option available to you as well. So it's the same entry requirements. There are post-study and part-time work opportunities available to you. There is a wide range of scholarships for every student, and I invite you to our website to read more. And related to today's presentation, the programs available in Dubai for computer science and engineering are displayed on your screen now. So it's undergraduate mechanical engineering, and then undergraduate and postgraduate computer science. Our MSc in computer science for both campuses is available to students without a computer science background. So if you have perhaps studied BBA or something like physics, something a little bit different, you have the opportunity to take a postgraduate MSc in computer science with us if you wish. It's a conversion master's course. Okay, so let's talk more about engineering and computer science here. And the information about the programs will apply to both campuses. So our School of Computer Science is one of the highest regarded for employability in the UK. So with 94% graduate employability. But why is that? So our computer science students, they work very closely with our research staff. This will include areas such as robotics, machine learning, artificial intelligence. So some of the really important areas of computer science, not just in the straight tech industry, but also in other industries, which our computer science students don't just go to work for, let's say, Google or Microsoft, but what they do, but they go into other areas as well, like finance, like the automotive industry, the aeronautical industry. So our students work in a really wide range of areas, and obviously the future is going to be very tech related. And our graduates have the opportunity to take placements with leading organizations. Some of those are stated on your screen now. We have labs equipped for all different areas for research. As I mentioned, AI, robotics, and many, many more. We have the opportunity for our careers team in the School of Computer Science, and we invite employers for placement and graduate fairs specific to computer science 2 to 3 times per year. So you have the opportunity to make a name for yourself without ever leaving the campus, which is great. Okay, and as I mentioned, the most recent graduate leavers survey, we're 94%. And some of these companies you may not really expect actually. As I mentioned, our students are really trained in many different areas. Some places here which don't particularly relate to computer science typically, but of course they do, like the BBC, Expedia, which is one of the largest travel companies here in the UK. Rolls-Royce, we have an excellent research partnership with in the jet engine and programming areas. The UK's Ministry of Defence, the Space Agency. So there is so many opportunities available to a computer science graduate nowadays. And our careers team can help you to avail from some of these opportunities. The School of Engineering will have a brand new building opening this year. So if you're starting a Birmingham program with us in 2020, you'll be one of the founding students in our new school building. So if you're civil engineering, mechanical engineering, or an electronic and electrical engineering student, this new building will be your home. And we also have extra lab facilities in our collaborative teaching laboratory for engineering students. Just an example of some of the labs here available for chemical engineering too. So these are some of our modern lab facilities just on your screen now. And one of our Birmingham race cars, but we'll talk a little bit more about this in a while. So the three main engineering programs that we have here, which are popular with Indian students. So first is civil engineering. And in the most recent overseas employability survey, we had 100% employability for graduates. Our programs are accredited by the Institution of Civil Engineers and the Institution of Structural Engineers, which means you are on track to become a chartered civil engineer when you are taking a Birmingham program. We have opportunities for undergraduate students to spend a week on sites, of building sites with their friends, building a scale version of an iconic structure. We have various different research facilities around the campus related to geotechnical engineering, also railways engineering, which is connected to civil. We also work very closely with construction businesses like Balfour Beatty, London Underground, and Network Rail, some really big names here in the UK. Our mechanical engineering programs for undergraduates and postgraduates in the UK and undergraduate in Dubai. Once again, we had 100% overseas employability in 2015-16, the most recent survey. So all of our students have the opportunity to take an automotive stream of their mechanical engineering program too. We are accredited by the Institute of Mechanical Engineering, which is very similar to ABET, so the UK equivalent of that. In mechanical engineering, our research is really wide, really varied. We look at railways engineering, as I've mentioned a few times. We look at aerospace engineering and the materials, and our partnership with Rolls-Royce has us developing the jets, as you can see here. Radio frequencies and microwave engineering, and even biomedical, which is a really popular field now. And in the final year of your undergraduate program, or the dissertation for your master's, you can specialize in one of these areas with the relevant Birmingham academic supervisor. And just to highlight here, our Birmingham race team, and this is a collaboration for civil and electronic engineering students, where you design and build a race car and compete against other British and European universities. So really fun experience here. And again, not to show too many, but we're really proud of all these multinational businesses where our mechanical engineering students are going on to. And finally, electronic and electrical engineering, which is once again accredited by the relevant boards, so the Institute of Engineering and Technology. Just to show you some of our various research facilities in this area. So we do network analysis, we do micro machining, virtual reality, cryogenics, antennas, communication sensors. We do a really wide range of EEE research here in Birmingham. As you can see, some of our students and academics have developed a Doppler sensor system. And here you can see a trial involved with that, which is, looking for the future towards, autonomous cars. Okay, coming towards the close of my presentation now, I just want to show you some engineering programs available at master's level in our school. So we have chemical engineering, civil, electronic and electrical, materials and mechanical engineering. And there is much more information available about these programs, including the modules, all available on our website for you. And I'm happy to answer specific questions at the end of the presentation shortly. We also have, going back to computer science at master's level, we have advanced computer science, which is for CS graduates. And computer science, as I mentioned earlier, is for graduates in any discipline. We do cybersecurity, HEI, robotics, neuroscience, so many different areas here. Our computer science programs are some of the most oversubscribed in the UK. So if you are applying for admission for next year, please consider making an application as soon as they are available. Okay, for undergraduate students, just to highlight the typical admission requirements, the equivalents. If you're taking A-levels, it varies from AAB through to 3As in computer science. And of course, we take the 12th equivalents from India. Most students, we would be looking for a minimum of 80%. And some students would require 85 for the likes of computer science. We want our students to have excellent maths grades as well. So we would be asking for around 85% in your 12th for mathematics, for engineering and computer science. We also need an English language qualification, and we do accept 12th Indian English. The requirements of that, the percentage requirements, they vary by board. So please do check our website for further information on that. Just to give you an idea of our tuition fees, For undergraduate studies, they vary. Engineering programs, you are looking at around £23,500, and computer science just over £22,000. And we absolutely offer undergraduate scholarships here, which can be from £1,500 per year up to £3,000 in your first year as well. This depends on your admission grades. So the grades that you have at entry would determine the scholarship available to you. And we have the equivalencies for the Indian schooling system available on our website too. In addition to the undergraduate scholarships I mentioned before, we have a scholarship with BP, which is from £3,000 per year from your second year. And this is a partnership through industry that we have. You would receive the tuition fee scholarship and also the opportunity to develop a reputation with BP. And many of our BP scholars go on to actually work for BP as well, because they get placement opportunities. For postgraduate tuition fees, we normally ask for, our fees begin from around £22,500 for postgraduate taught, which is the MSc programs. And research programs in engineering and computer science are from around £22,500 to around 23,500 as well. It varies slightly by program. I did quickly highlight this before. If you are a master's graduate looking for a PhD, we have PhDs in all areas displayed now. If this is something you are looking at, I do encourage you to visit the PhD sections of our website to learn more. And to apply for a PhD, you should contact a relevant supervisor and the research center to learn more about the academic interest and your possibility of taking a PhD program. Okay, everybody, that brings me to the end of my presentation today. And I'd just like to use the rest of the time to answer any of your questions, and I'm sure that you have many. So I thank you very much for listening to me. I hope that's give you a much better impression of Birmingham, and I look forward to your questions. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mark. It was a wonderful presentation and very informative. So let's begin with the question answer round. All right. So very first question from Yogesh. What course I should prefer to do after completing B engineering in mechanical?
Thanks for your question. If you're taking a program, if you're a Mech Eng graduate, we offer degree programs such as Advanced Mechanical Engineering. Let me go back to the relevant slide here so you can have a read. So we have programs like Advanced Mechanical Engineering, but you can also take that with a relevant specialization like operations, project, or systems management too. But if you're looking for something very specific, you may be able to take something like structural engineering or road management, something very specific as well.
All right. Thank you for the answer. And next question is from Sanjay. I am planning for September 2021 intake in the field of mechanical engineering for masters. Will there be good work opportunities after completion of the master degree?
Hi Sanjeev, thanks for listening today, and great to hear that you're thinking of next year. For graduates opportunities, yes, most definitely. I did quickly touch on the subject today of post-study work, and despite the COVID-19 situation, the UK government plans to bring back post-study work for students who graduate next September. So if you're starting next year, that includes you. We have many mechanical engineering opportunities for graduates in the UK, not just in Birmingham. And I'd just like to remind you of some of the graduate destinations on your screen now, where our students go. And the engineering careers fairs that we have on campus can really get you well recognized and well connected to these kind of employers. And if you want to take part-time internships during your program, then that would be an excellent addition to your CV as well.
All right. Thank you for the answer. Next question. Uh, what is difference between BSc Computer Science and B Engineering Computer Science?
So thanks again for your question. The BSc in computer science, let me quickly go back to where I had that information. Where was that? Okay, so we do have a BSc in computer science, which is a 3-year undergraduate course. We also have an MSci program, which is MSCI. That is a 4-year undergraduate program, which includes the master's. And the MEng program is the same. It's a 4-year undergraduate course, which includes your master's. The MEng is available in software engineering, so it's computer and software engineering.
All right, thank you. Next question is from Rajni. Uh, please share details on where students do their internship.
Hi there, Raj. So just quickly to clarify the question, I think what you're asking is details about our students who have taken placements, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
So I don't have any specific case studies right now. However, we do have on our website, we have many blogs from students who are taking internships. And this includes students giving you advice on how they applied for internships, what they did, how it affected their future careers. So most of our students that want a placement will get one because we can help them get that. But if you go to our profile pages, going back a few slides now, our students Pratik and Sama, if you go to their pages here, they can provide you with that kind of information as well.
All right, wonderful. Fine. So next question is, I have heard that part-time jobs are not that easily available. Is it true?
So that was part-time jobs, is that right?
Yes.
So part-time jobs is definitely something you can do. It's allowed in your visa when you're a UK higher education student. That allows you to work up to 20 hours per week during doing your study time. But we do actually have many students working part-time on campus. So if you want to take a campus job, that's definitely something available to you. and they're actually well paid part-time jobs in the university. So we pay around £11 per hour, which is really quite good part-time pay. But if you want to work in the city centre, there are hundreds of jobs available. So you will find something, I'm sure.
All right. Thank you for the answer, Mark. And next question is, uh, do you consider a high grades in 12th English and provide me with English waiver?
Yes, we do. We do provide an English waiver for 12th students. Perhaps I can bring that up on the screen for you now, the equivalence here. Bear with me. If you give me one moment. So just bringing up on the screen now, we do accept 12th English, so from the CBSE, the CISCE, and the West Bengal boards, we need 75% or above in your 12th English. Or any of the other state boards, we require 80% and above, and that would get you the IELTS waiver.
All right. Thank you. So next question is, can I do masters in aerospace after completing B engineering in mechanical?
At the moment, we do not have a postgraduate program in aerospace. We only have undergraduate at the moment. It's something we're looking at, but at the moment, it's unfortunately not a program that we do have.
All right. So thank you for the answer. Next question is, what is the difference between information technology and computer science?
So what's the relationships between IT and computer science? Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so in our university, IT and computer science are very, very similar, and they're part of the same school. However, some areas such as systems and the likes of communications, which typically are IT more than computer science, they fall within our School of Electronic and Electrical Engineering. So they're a little bit different. It depends on your chosen area of what you really want to do. And that would determine which school you would study in. But they are very, very similar here. If I can be a little bit more clear, if you want to ask anything further, let me know. But they are similar study areas in Birmingham.
Thank you for the answer. Next question is from Rahul. Please provide courses having integrated masters.
Courses with integrated masters.
Right.
Okay, so programs for integrated masters, if you are an undergraduate student, we have many integrated masters programs. So that can include computer science, engineering. Normally, so let me just go back a few slides and show you something here. Okay, so if you see at the top of my screen now, if you're applying for a program, you would see BEng or BSc, and that is the 3-year program. Or if you apply for the MEng or MSCI, the MSci, that's the 4-year undergraduate program, which includes the masters. And that is available in all of the areas in the college I represent. So all engineering, all computer science, materials, and many other areas. If your question is in relation to a master's integrated with a PhD, we do that in limited areas, but I would ask for further information about your study history before I can give you further information on that.
All right. So next question is from Matthew. Can I do aeronautical after CSE?
Hi there. By CSE, do you mean like the
Computer
chartered level?
science. No, it's computer science engineering.
Okay, okay. So if you studied that study area before, like the aero area, you could go for computer science, MSc, the conversion masters if you wanted to. That's something you could do. Like I say, the MSc in computer science is available to graduates in different study areas.
All right. Thank you for the answer. And I think this is the last question. So, hey Mark, can I get to know the acceptance rate in UB, University of Birmingham?
Hi again. Great question. It's unfortunately not the data I have available today. Typically, British universities do not really publish acceptance data. That's quite an American thing to do. It's not something we really do here. However, approximately for undergraduate acceptance, it's around 15% of all applications. Now, that's because some students have a decline Birmingham because they go to another university. Postgraduate is around, of all offers, probably around 20% of students who have an offer would accept it and come and study with us.
All right, wonderful. Well, this was the last question. So I think time to wrap up. So is there anything else you would like to add on to it, Mark?
No, I think I've gave quite the comprehensive presentation today for your students. But I think just if there is actually any students today on the webinar who are planning to start this September, I think it's probably important that I give a very short update on the COVID-19 situation. So the University of Birmingham has reopened some of the campus already, and we plan to open all of the campus by the end of September. Now, we will beginning nearly all of our programs will begin in September, as per your offer letter. However, we understand some students may not be able to arrive on campus to begin their studies. Maybe that's flights or quarantine perhaps. So if you cannot begin your studies on time on campus, you can begin online and then join us in the UK or Dubai when it is safe for you to do so. And all of the teaching that you cannot have on campus will be available online to you. So please don't worry about your missing any classes on campus, because everything will be supplemented for you. And if you are concerned about the coronavirus, if you're coming this year, I do invite you to send us an email using the details on your screen now.
All right. Thank you so much, Mark. It was a wonderful and very informative session. And thank you everyone for participating in the webinar today out there. So that's it. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for listening, everyone, and thank you to everyone at SI UK for arranging this today. I appreciate all of your time.
Thank you. Thank you so much once again, and see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you.